Welcome to The Explainer. You ever wonder how we go from just a simple question to, huge life-changing discovery? Well, today we're going to dive into the engine behind all of it, research methodology. We're going to break down what it is, why it's so important, and how it really does shape our entire world.
So let's start with this really powerful idea. Research isn't just for scientists and lab coats, not at all. It's literally the engine of human progress. It is the fundamental tool we use to make sense of our world, to solve its biggest problems, and to build a better future.
Okay, so what is it that really motivates this quest for knowledge? I mean, at its heart, it really boils down to two things. One, an urgent need to solve very real, practical problems, and two, just this endless curiosity to get a deeper understanding of everything around us.
I want you to think of research as a deliberate, step-by-step process. It's the total opposite of a random guess or just winging it. And this methodical approach, well, that's exactly how we get new technologies, how we uncover historical facts, and how we invent better ways of doing things that we use in our daily lives.
All right, so let's get into it. To really understand what research is, we can actually just break down the word itself. Believe it or not, the answer is kind of hiding in plain sight.
So the word research is made up of two super simple parts. You've got which, means to do something again, and search, which means to find something. So quite literally, it means to search again. Simple, right? And that's the crucial point right there. Research is a deliberate, structured process. It's not just about finding brand new things, it's also about going back to correct past mistakes, to challenge old, outdated ideas, and to systematically build on the knowledge that we already have.
And this really shows us that good research isn't just about being curious. It's a very disciplined method with some clear rules. First, it's got to be aimed at a specific problem. It has to be based on real-world, observable evidence. And maybe most important of all, it has to stay objective and logical.
So let's keep going and see how this all builds, because not all research is created equal. Just like a mechanic has a whole bunch of different tools for different parts of an engine, a researcher needs different approaches for different kinds of questions. It's all about the right tool for the job. The first big distinction we can make is kind of like the why versus the how many. So on one side, you have qualitative research. This deals with descriptions. It's all about exploring ideas and experiences through things like interviews and observations. On the other side, you've got quantitative research, and that is all about the numbers, graphs, and hard data.
Now, another key way to sort research is by its end goal. You've got basic research, which aims to create these big, universal principles that just expand our overall knowledge. Think about the discovery of DNA's structure. Then, you have applied research, which is way more focused. It's designed to solve a very specific, practical problem, like, say, developing a new vaccine based on that DNA knowledge. See the difference?
Okay, so we've got the tools in our toolkit, but what are researchers actually trying to do with them? Well, the objectives usually follow a pretty clear and logical path.
You can think of this path as a journey of discovery. It often starts out with just simple exploration, just to get familiar with the topic. From there, you might move on to describing its key features. The next step could be diagnostic, figuring out how often something is happening. And all of that can lead up to the final, most rigorous step, actually testing a hypothesis to see if one thing causes another.
But look, no matter the type or the objective, it all comes back to this one really powerful idea. The ultimate purpose of all research, whether it's basic or applied, words or numbers, is to peel back the layers of what we don't know and uncover truths that are currently hidden from us. And that really brings us to the end. We started with the idea that research is all about pushing back the frontiers of ignorance. So now that you've got the map, the only question left is, what problem will you solve? What hidden truth will you bring to light?